Hey guys, what's up? What's good? What is going on? It's me, Kitty on a Leash, here with another summer 2019 anime review, first impressions, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to be taking a look at one of my favorites of the season, To the Abandoned Sacred Beast. This anime was one that really surprised me. It didn't sound super interesting from the description, I will tell you that. It's like a war anime. Bleh. Beast anime, bleh. Not my favorite genres whatsoever, but I decided to give it a try because I don't know, maybe it would be awesome. And oh my freaking goodness, I'm so glad I did. It is fantastic. Ooh, I love this anime so much. To the Abandoned Sacred Beast is I want to say like a dark fantasy action, not necessarily shonen, maybe more like a seinen type of anime style, so more for the mature audience. In this world, there was a civil war, and the civil war is kind of split between the North and the South. Now, the South, apparently, it had the numbers, it had the fighters, the warriors, to go and fight. I say warriors like it's a really old-timey anime. It's really not. So basically they had the army, the numbers that could really just crush the North. And the North was lacking in that area. But the North had a very secret weapon. And that is that the North had these beings that are called incarnates. And they are basically humans that can transform into these beast monster creatures. Now, with that being said, like, we're talking about, you know, guns and cannons versus big, like, Godzilla creature-y dudes. And we've got, like, freaking, like, harpies and snake demons and, like, just monsters. Big grizzly things coming at you versus, like, real people. So that's actually pretty cool that they were able to even out the playing field in that way. After the war, I want to say that, you know, the North won. Let's just say, let's keep it real. You know, the North is gonna get up in there and handle some business. Let's just say, you know, the North is gonna handle some business when you got a freaking, like, 20-foot creature on your side that can just blow fire and take out almost their whole army. That's pretty freaking cool. So anyway, after this war is done, kind of when the action starts. So these beast creatures, they kind of like start out as human and they can transform. It kind of depends on the creature, but they can either transform at will, or it's just something they're kind of stuck with, or maybe when they're enraged they transform. But anyway, in the beginning you see them as people, and then you see them transform, and then you see them transform back. It doesn't always go so smoothly with certain people. As certain beings, as they transform, they cannot transform back to human, or maybe they're stuck in their beastly, you know, persona for longer than they anticipate, and that obviously causes issues. In this world, these beasts do not live among us, like, really they don't. So that's kind of why they were gathered together as this beast incarnate. Makes me sound like I'm talking about Brock Lesnar. As this beast incarnate group that is just going to go out there and fight, and that's kind of what they can do in this world. Now, with that being said, the story revolves around the general, and his name is Hank, and he's got these deep sideburns on his face. Hank is cool. But anyway, so we have Hank, and I'm trying not to spoil too much, but you do kind of have to talk a little bit about the story for it all to make sense. So anyway, he gathers these group of beast incarnates, and they basically make an oath that we're gonna fight, we're gonna give it all we got, and then we're all kind of gonna die. Like, I hate to break it out like that, but that's what you're gonna get in the first episode. So these people are willing to sacrifice themselves to help the country, and they're supposed to just die off. Anyway, that's how things are supposed to happen. I won't say any more of that, but just think, you know, we have everyday real people that are able to transform into beasts and wreck stuff. And as a beast, you don't have any human control anymore, really. most of the conflict in this anime comes from the fact that these beast incarnates are people, or they lived humanly lives before they were able to transform into beasts and before this war happens, and think about what happens to them afterward. The anime is actually really deep. When you think of all the people that are like giving their lives or supposed to give their lives and everything, it's so sad. It is so sad. I want to say more, but I don't want to spoil it for anyone. I'm going to drop something out there that might be a little bit spoilery, but if you're watching this, I mean, you're going to catch on soon, because this is an anime where you watch one episode, you got to watch the next, and you got to watch the next. It's just so good. So anyway, we find a character, and her father was one of the beast incarnates, and something ended up happening to him. So this girl wants to find out why it happened to her dad, why, you know, this thing happened to him, and who to go after. And she meets up with Hank, and she is chasing Hank to find answers, to find out what happened, why, and I mean, I guess to understand what's going on, what's his mission. I'm just gonna say that the anime is fantastic. The characters are good. The characters are, they're flawed, they're human, they're beastly. They all have these desires that naturally us humans want. And yeah, so that's all I'm really gonna say without spoiling it too much. I will just say that the characters are really good, and I feel like they're kind of one of the strengths. Now, I will say that I had a bit of an issue with the first episode. There is a lull in the middle where it gets a little boring. Just keep pushing through. I will tell you, it is fantastic. You just have to get past that hump. And one thing, this is my one little gripe, okay? I didn't like the fact that, okay, we're in this world, these people turn into beasts, not by choice. Why do the female characters have to be the sexy, like cute, non-beastly monsters? You know? Why can't the freaking hot chick with the blonde hair turn into a big lizard, like larva monster flying creature? You know, why does she have to be a sexy, like harpy and stuff? That's my one gripe. I feel like if we're gonna take anime characters of all sexes and all genders, and they can't transform at will, they can't pick what they transform into, have the girls not be so freaking just, you know, oh, don't be so stereotypical. Make them big demonly creatures. Like, they really don't need to be sexy. They're freaking beast, okay? Ugh. And I'm not saying like they're sexy, like going towards a hentai route or anything, but it's just like, why do they have to be like so cute and so less creepy and scary like the other monsters? Anyway, yeah, so there's a lot of good in this anime. There's a lot of things I love about it, but there is one thing that I don't really care for, and that is the style, the art style of certain monsters. Like, why can't these monsters turn into something that looks fantastic? I feel like the art with a lot of them could have just been way more detailed, way more creepier, way more spooky ooky, and it just never really gets there, at least for the monsters I've seen so far. The designs are just kind of like, bleh, this is a little regular, but overall, it's still cool that these people transform into these big beasts. Like, I mean, that concept alone is really awesome. Just wish that the art and design of the beast was a little bit more intricate, a little bit more, you know, interesting to look at. But it is what it is. Overall, this anime is great. It's fantastic. It's one of my favorites of summer 2019 so far. I am about 5 episodes in, 4 maybe, I think 4. No, I watched the 5th episode. I'm 5 episodes in, okay? And it's fantastic. Once I got past that first episode, it was like, holy cow, I need to keep watching. And I watched the next. Now I'm in the stage where I'm waiting for the next one to release, and oh, it's so painful, but we gotta do it because this anime is fantastic. So overall, with everything said, I'm gonna go ahead and rate this anime. And I am going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. I know that's really high again, but I'm easy to please. But yeah, please check out this anime if you haven't. There's also a manga that I can't find in Barnes & Noble, so I guess you have to get it online or something. But at least check out the anime. I think you're gonna like it. Make it past the first episode, and I will tell you that the first episode is different from what you're gonna be getting through the series. So keep that in mind. We're on for the adventure. You know, the beginning was confusing a bit. There's certain things that aren't explained in detail, like I think they really should be, but they aren't. So everything kind of slowly unravels, but I hope that in the end we'll get a big payoff for all of our time spent on this anime. Anyway, great anime. I really, really, really hope that you all enjoy it. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. And if you are new to my channel or watching any videos, please maybe consider subscribing. I make a lot of anime, manga, and cosplay videos, as well as some gaming vids. And yeah, I'd like to see you all in the next video. Bye!